Julian Edelman seal a Hall of Fame entry with that performance?
So I need to really sit down and look at the numbers because I thought it was laughable early in the week when people were talking about Edelman as a Hall of Famer. I was like, what? Are you kidding? Are you serious? Like, I really thought people were joking when they were talking about Edelman as a Hall of Famer. Now that he's a Super Bowl MVP, and now that he had that performance, now I need to take a closer look at it and at least examine the numbers. I feel like, though, if guys like Isaac Bruce can't get in and Torrey Holt, I'm going to have a tough time putting in Julian Edelman at this point. But his career's not over yet. I mean, maybe he has 2, 3, 4 more years like it. He would be under sort of the Lynn Swann candidacy. In other words, like Lynn Swann's in the Hall of Fame because those 3 catches he had in those 2 Super Bowls that we've all seen 5 bazillion times, that's going to be the Edelman thing. Whereas, like, when Edelman retires 5 years after, they're going to be like, remember that catch he had against the Seahawks in the Super Bowl? Remember when he dominated the Rams in the Super Bowl? I mean, that's going to be his candidacy unless he plays, several more years.
How come you can't cover Julian Edelman? I've seen there the whole first quarter, and Tony Romo was saying the same thing. Double this guy. He's so open. Why is it so tough to guard Julian Edelman?
Yeah, he's the squirrel. That's always been his nickname, and he plays like a squirrel out there. And I was surprised that the Rams didn't double team him. I think the Rams are one of those defenses where they don't want to get away from their principles, and doubling a certain receiver would have probably taken them out of their game too much. At the same time, Edelman and Brady, that doesn't happen overnight. That connection, that's something they've been working on really since 2009 when Edelman was drafted in the 7th round by the Patriots. And, in 2013, the Patriots signed Danny Amendola. They thought he was going to be the next Welker. And then Edelman, just out of nowhere, has his 100-catch season, and he's kept it going ever since. He's an incredibly smart and tough football player. He knows where to be. He knows how to read coverages and how to get open. He knows how to pick up yards after the catch. And with his, short size and his speed and his toughness, he's a tough guy to corral and bring down. The Patriots have kind of always excelled with those smaller, undersized receivers, whether they're running backs or slot guys. Edelman's just the man. He's just really quick and tough and smart. And, if you want to double him all game, I guess the Patriots probably would have started going more to Rob Gronkowski and James White and those guys. But Edelman he's a gamer. And it's funny that he doesn't have a whole lot of regular season success. And the idea of him as a Hall of Famer, sounds kind of ridiculous, but it's picking up some buzz with how much of a gamer he is, in these playoff games and how he always comes up big in these big moments. So Julian Edelman, we might be talking about him in the Hall of Fame one day.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.